CABA's intent is to show that Africa is a multifaceted continent. And this expands our perspectives on Africa beyond the stereotypes, beyond some of the ahistorical images that are often still emphasized in the West. And in this embattled environment where books are censored, I am heartened and inspired that writers like the winners today continue to tell their stories, and that lovers of literature like many of you here support the awards that celebrate them. And I'd especially like to thank Brenda Randolph for being the architect, for being the driving force behind CABA. Your passion and your dedication to this cause is unmatched. I say thank you.
What happens when our CABA winners come to Washington, and Open Book Foundation takes them out to schools in the Washington metropolitan area. Each kid that attends a CABA author event gets a signed copy of their book.
Book award goes to Aminata Jora, Eric Ajepong, Depeche Pabari, Zina Pliska,
Elizabeth Irene Beatty, Monica Edinger, and Leslie Young. As a young girl growing up in the States in the 90s, I didn't see much, if any, representation of me in children's literature, whether it was the complexion of my skin, the darkness of my tone, my hair texture, and things like that. And even when I mentioned Sierra Leone, much of the representation was around child soldiers, war, death, and lots of things that people would assume to be super, super tragic.
My grandfather, my grandmother took me on those trips to the market and really helped me understand the ingredients that were used in the jollof rice and the fufu and the wacha that we eat, and why it's so important to have pride, and why all these ingredients are still here today through all the years of slavery, migration, and all of the above.
We set out to build a boat made out of old toothbrushes, essentially, and jerry cans, and nobody believed that it was possible. And then Ali, who is the co-founder and the protagonist in the book, and my partner, he was the first person who said, it is possible.
Your mission to encourage the publication of children's books to contribute to a better understanding of African societies and issues intersects with my own 35 years of activism and grassroots organizing.
Ghana is facing a crisis right now. For many of you who are abreast with the news, the very source of what should be our prosperity and our peace, our gold, is a cause of a crisis, an environmental crisis right now.
All That It Ever Met is a very special book for me. It's a story that brought me kind of out of a sort of retirement, and I'm so amazed at what a great reception it's had. I'm so thankful. I feel so blessed and honored. Thank you.
The written word has always been Monica's passion. So this book's existence carries a lot of meaning for myself and my family because it represents her ability to continue telling stories, especially the stories of African people, which has always been her main focus.
With this book, we have seen it go out into the world and reach librarians and teachers and so many middle school students. They read it in the 5th grade at Murray. And yesterday, through an Open Book Foundation, I was able to give a copy to 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And so they are going to carry a lot of Equiano's story into the future with them. And that just feels so special to be able to be a part of that process.